Today I would like to talk you through these three helmets which I have been using for the last 12 months. As I'm racing and I'm quite interested in improving my aerodynamics, all these three fall into the category of said Aero helmets. If you're racing, then you should definitely go for one of these, or maybe a different model from a different manufacturer, but I think today in 2017 aerodynamics are the most important aspect of cycling performance, and you really shouldn't consider weight as a performance factor in neither the bicycle or the equipment you choose, because in 99% of the situations, aerodynamics and your own power, of course, will be the decisive factors which determine your ultimate speed. So first, let's start with the Octal Aero, which we have here. All these helmets are sizes small, where two of them are. The Manta is not available in a size small, so this is a medium. The Bontrager Ballista MIPS is size small, and again, Octal Aero size small. This is the navy black color, which has quite of a bluish shade to it. As you can see, this is one of the more classic Aero helmet designs with very little ventilation. It just has this kind of ram air intake at the front. It's a bit old school in that sense, but it nevertheless it still performs quite good in independent testing in the wind tunnel. But despite the lack of ventilation, it has really deep internal channeling, which makes it surprisingly cool. This is not a climbing helmet, of course, but the situation is not as bad. You can use it throughout the summer if you're going at relatively high speeds without really long climbs, then it's completely fine. The looks can be quite polarizing. I bought this when I was really into POC stuff. Because of the design, I don't think I will buy this again. It also is a really expensive helmet, the most expensive from these three, and I think one of the most expensive, at least in our market. So this is basically a standard Octal helmet with this cover on it, which has a hole in it in the front, but as you can see from the inside, it's completely the same. That's also a good thing, because it is probably the safest helmet on the market, or one of the safest, because it has the most coverage, almost like a mountain bike helmet. Unfortunately, the quality is not so great given the price, but it's holding up well. But as you can see, the finish is not superb. The fit is very good. You can adjust the retention system in two directions, so you can pull out this bit, and then also you can tighten it. It fits really snug, really nice, no hot spots or anything. The padding is really nice, doesn't get all that dirty and smelly. That can't be said, unfortunately, about the white straps, which are really well designed because they don't tangle in your ears, but they're white for some reason, which makes them really unpractical. As you can see, they're a bit dirty now. They're catching quite a lot of dirt, and you can't really clean it out, so eventually it would start to get really messy. Another view there. Weight is, I think this is the lightest helmet here, around 2,215 grams for this size small in the CE rating version. So this is it, Octal Aero. Then if you continue on to the Bontrager Ballista, as you can see, this is a much more modern take on the Aero helmet, but still has an extremely smooth outer shape. And also, if you compare them, quite a lot smaller frontal area, which is a good thing. But the most obvious difference is the ventilation, because this one has lots of internal channels and air flows freely through it. In the independent test I saw, which was carried out I think by Bike Radar, there were around 10 Aero helmets. This came out the fastest, so that's a good thing. And since Trek makes the fastest, or one of the fastest road and TT bikes out there, I think there's quite a lot of Aero credentials there. It's also remarkably similar to the S-Works Evade, which was first in the market, but this is a bit faster. This helmet is actually extremely cool. It can be used for long climbs. I would say it's well, probably 90% as well ventilated as any other open non-aero helmet, which is an excellent thing. The weight, well, it's a bit more than the POC or the Mac or the Met, but it doesn't really matter, just a couple of grams, it's nothing. But it also has superior fit. This fits the best from all of these. It's extremely nice, extremely snug, really good padding. It also has a MIPS liner in there for some added protection. This is actually the new version. And the design is extremely sleek. You can get this matte black version or white, red and blue versions, also a high vis one. Black obviously is my choice to match all my kit. So overall I rate this helmet really high. I think this is the best helmet I have ever owned until far in terms of road bike helmets. It's also considerably cheaper than both of these. Actually, here in Slovakia this comes at less than half the price of the POC and around 50% less than the Met, which is very good. And then if you take this into consideration, this also has a crash replacement guarantee, as all Bontrager helmets do. And that means if you trash this helmet within 1 year of purchase, you automatically get a new one for free, which is exactly what I got, because I got the original non-MIPS version of this helmet. I crashed in it, it broke completely, and I survived, so that's another good thing. And I got this one for free. I actually haven't even used it yet because winter has come. So then finally we come to the matte helmet, which is the same as Team Dimension Data uses, also in this matte black finish. I haven't found a size M out of these, so that's a negative. At least for me, I have a small head, so the S models fit me a lot better. I have to crank in the retention system quite a lot, but then it fits okay. It's not as good as the POC or the Bontrager, but it's good enough, definitely. It doesn't have any pressure points, it just doesn't feel as nice when you put it on, but when you start riding you don't really notice that anymore. The straps and the liner are really good. I like the fact that it has a really thick pad on the brow, which sucks up the moisture well. I tend to have a really sweaty forehead, and sweat drips then onto my glasses, which this prevents. So I really like this feature. The ventilation, I think, falls between the two. I used this in late summer, and it was definitely cool enough, even for climbing. And it's really light, only around 200 grams, which is on par with some of the lightest climbing helmets out there. But this, of course, will be much faster in terms of aerodynamics, so it's an excellent all-round choice. and the price also fits between the two, so the POC being the most expensive, this came second, and the Bontrager is considerably cheaper than both. In terms of aero gains, I can't really put a number on that. I posted fast times on the Mat and on the Ballista also. I didn't really have my current bike set up as I have now when I was riding the POC, so I can't really compare, but from what I've seen during the independent test, the Bontrager should be the fastest as well. So if you're planning to choose between one of these, then my top pick is the Bontrager Ballista. It's the cheapest, best ventilated, best feeling, best looking helmet, and it also has crash replacement, so Bontrager all the way. Maybe another mention would be the gyro synth. If I crash one of these helmets, then I should get one of those that also has really high ratings in reviews, so it's also worth consideration. But so far, Bontrager Ballista 100% in terms of aero helmets. Okay, so that's all for today about my helmets. If you like this video and would like to see some more content about high-end roads and mountain biking stuff, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll keep you updated about everything I buy and try, so you don't have to. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.